Hello guys, World War Z ps4, the new map, Cruise Control. I've played it, I went straight to level 3, hard mode, and it was insane the first couple of times I played it. Really didn't know what to expect. It really was tough. I played it online with randoms, and we really struggled. There's a section, the cargo area, and it's, if you don't know what you're doing, it's crazy. But we've got the hang of it. We've passed that, and I've found a real good strategy. At the end of this, it looks a lot harder than you would think. The hardest part of this mission, it's the cargo area, and it only takes a minute or 2 minutes to get to that area. So I've went on, I've played very hard, and within 1 or 2 attempts, I've passed it. The strategy that I've tried, it's really easy at the end of this. So I said I would give it a go in insane mode. And I thought I was real lucky, but I really was cursed and really unlucky. I've played it in insane mode, and within 3 attempts, I've passed the cargo area. And I made a real stupid mistake. I've missed my stun gun attack on the bull, which I was controlling bulls really easily. And I lost. It was the final swarm, the third swarm, and right at the end, on insane mode. I missed my stun gun attack, and I didn't have none left. And what was even worse, I had a refill right behind me. Yeah, and that really made me determined that I can pass this easily. But that's not the case. I must have tried 100+ attempts since then on insane, and I just can't get past the cargo area. I've made it past the cargo area 4 times, and 2 times I died in the engine pumping room, and 1 time I've died in the interim. And the 4th time then I made it right to the end, and I made that mistake on insane mode. But it wouldn't be fair to make a tutorial on insane mode in this, unless you're a real geek gamer like myself, that's really got plenty of time in your hands, and you're up for multiple retries. Do this mission co-op. Don't attempt this mission solo. If you want to get this insane, do it co-op. Look at this new zombie. My accuracy's not 100% here, but look at the damage that this thing's taken. I've got it down, and I'm unloading on this thing, and it's still not dead. I'm shooting away here. I just can't kill this thing. And there, I got it. The reason why I'm showing this clip, this cargo section here, this is the hardest, and you really don't have that much time to be spending shooting at one zombie. You've got to activate 2 switches, and in between those 2 switches you've also got to control the pyramids. I missed the stun gun. That's the insane mode there where I failed. I missed the stun gun, and then I fought with the bull's back turned. I one-shot him with the chainsaw, and he just turned around and attacked me. And I was cruising before that. That really hit me up. And then to make things even worse, then there comes a hazmat as well. I knew it was doomed. But that cargo area, I don't know how I passed that 4 times out of about 100 attempts. It really wouldn't be fair showing someone me uploading this and insane, and leading them to believe that I can do this too. You're just going to have attempt after attempt at this game. You need a lot of breaks in this game. There's sometimes 2 bulls comes, or 2 infectors, or 2 screamers, or lurkers beside your grenade refills. And then there's times then that there's a fire can down where the swarm climbs up the wall, and the bots shoot that, and it burns all the zombies, and you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about the zombies coming up. All you have to worry about is the zombies coming out of the shutters, and if you can kill those zombies coming out of the shutters while you're activating 2 switches, you really can control them. Even this box here, I'm opening it now, but after so many attempts, I really left that box. I really did. You don't have time in this place, and to be unloading on that special zombie, the length of time that I did, you really don't have the time in this part of this mission here. What you've got to do, and reloading there, you can't even do that. This is the very hard mode. You see there the fire, all the zombies are on fire. That really helps. You have to knock that pyramid down, and then you have to get the spawners coming in. I got the break here on this playthrough, but there's times it's just mentally insane. It's extreme mode. And there I get the second switch, or first, I really can't remember, but everything's working out well here. As I'm on my travels, I'm running the spawners, whereas if you're at the other end of the map and they all spawn under them shutters like they do, that's the zombies that give you trouble. Once you take those zombies out there, you've got to knock that pyramid down. Stop them getting up and destroying your bots. You don't have to kill them all, just knock them down. This section here, it's definitely the hardest part. If you pass this here, the strategy I've got, the end, I don't care if you're in insane mode or whatever, it's real easy. There's a place where you fight, and if you have a voltage grid there, it's super easy. And if you're a slasher, it's even better game, because no special can affect you there in that spot that I'm talking about. But with me passing it in my third go, I thought that this was going to be easy, and then I died so silly. And then I had 100 attempts in after that, and it's just not worth playing solo. I passed this very hard here in the first couple of attempts as well too, and that's what egged me on to do solo. But if you're playing co-op, you want a fixer. If you're playing on a full team, well, exterminator as well. I really don't like the claymores, but the claymores are really useful in that cargo area. But if you've just got a friend and you're playing this, I recommend your friend be a fixer, and you be slasher. Control all the specials with your stun gun. Get your friend, the fixer, the mask, and keep you safe while you're activating switches. And the slasher, just kill all of the zombies that spawns under the shutters. Let the fixer take out the zombies climbing up the pyramid, climbing up the wall. And this area here, you try and get through this area as quick as possible, but not too quick. Quick enough where you're still able to check corners for lurkers. I don't mean just run straight through. You get through this area here, you're golden. Not a lot of games, it gets easier as it goes on, but World War C is one of those games. And in my opinion, now me in this second elevator, this is the hardest work's done. Sometimes when you come to this area here, the zombies just start running up and attacking. And I freaked out a couple of times in Insane when I passed that cargo area that really gave me trouble. I freaked out and I just tried to get on to the next zone. Eliminate the swarm that runs up. And once you take them out, these guys sleeping here, they still be sleeping. Even though zombies are roaring and screamers are roaring, when you get this area, they're still sleeping. Just take out the crazy zombies, and whenever it calms down, go into stealth mode again and pick these guys off here. this section's not a problem here. If you just do what I say, and I don't know how that stunned and stunned that ball there. Yeah, if you don't panic when the zombies are attacking crazy, take them out and then go back into stealth mode. You'll find out as you move a few yards forward that you'll see zombies asleep. Get your silence gun out and pick them off one by one. You see, they're all asleep here. There were screamers roaring, there were balls roaring. Once it goes quiet, you go quiet again. It really makes this section real easy.
The crew followed the same procedures as every other ship, and none of them.
This final fight, that's the easiest out of all 4 sections of this mission. When I first played it online, we failed a couple of times, and I bet everybody's thinking that's crazy. How do you pass that? But I found a spot and a slasher. It was super easy. I was marking the ground, telling the teammates, come over here, help. And they wouldn't do it, and they all died. And I hung on there. And they respawned, and then they came over, and we passed the mission then.
You're not done yet.
And I said that this isn't going to be much more difficult in same mode. If I want to get into a good team with a fixer, maybe even a medic, just to make it even easier again. Yeah, and this mission will be breezed in the same mode. Good team play. This mission's not a problem. I think this game's designed for co-op play. I know there's solo in it, and you can pass them solo, but this mission here solo, it's really not worth it. That cargo area, insane. It's not insane. It's super extreme. And I've been talking so fast. Really worked up, and I'm really drained of playing that game. I said after I had my dinner, I said I'll have one more attempt at this game, and I failed miserably again. I just switched it off, and I went into the SHAREfactory, and I said I'll upload the very hard. I advise people to do it co-op. Forget about solo. You'd only torture whoever watches the video. Will just be mentally tortured trying to do this solo. It can be done because I screwed up. I've got there and screwed up. I was breezing and I was controlling it. And had I passed that in the first couple of goes, I probably wouldn't have come back to play this solo and seeing again. It would always be co-op. And I wouldn't know any difference. I would be thinking that this is doable and putting this video out, and people really would have struggled. Unless you were like me, you got to the end, real lucky. Everything fell right. It's got to be like that in this game playing solo. I'm looking for a breaching charge here, but I really don't know where the breaching charges is. There's a canister when you come out now to the deck where the final fight is. There's a canister over to the left where you breach. That's where I fight. When I was doing it co-op on hard mode, someone opened that canister and I stayed in there with the chainsaw, and as the zombies were coming in, they couldn't flank me, and it was super easy mode. That's why I'm looking for the breaching charge. You really don't need defenses in this final fight. A voltage grid is, and if you can get a turret, that's all you need. Forget about stationary turrets. This shotgun here I'm running as well. If you get that shotgun, you take that. I showed you the clip earlier with the level 2 sporting carbine trying to kill the new zombie. Yeah, it was a struggle. This shotgun really puts that zombie away. Yeah, it may take you a full clip, but that sporting carbine, I must have put 60-70 rounds in that new zombie and still didn't kill it. Yeah, but this shotgun, if you're playing slasher, you take that shotgun and you stay where I say in this video fighting, and you'll have no trouble. Yeah, only a few zombies comes from the back.
Team 4 here. What's the situation? We've sealed off the ship. Most of them are headed to the
You see, when we first played this mission here, everybody was running around the place refilling ammo during swarms, and those lurkers, they just spawn everywhere randomly. When you stay in that location where I'm going to stay in this playthrough, they don't spawn. You get a few infectors comes up from behind, and it's really not a problem with the shotgun. And every time I've got here, that shotgun's always been here. I've actually seen more than one as well. Yeah, I have Lone Shark perk with the stun gun. Yeah, when I've got a 50% chance that when I kill a special that I restore the stun gun. And when a ball comes, it's really no problem. You get 3 swarm attacks here. You look at my team's health, nobody's really taking damage. Yeah, and when I got a gap in the swarm, really vital to take that screamer out as well. And if you're playing with the bots, try and get back quickly. That's what I like about the bots on this final part. The bots stay with you here. Yeah, that cargo area, they take up positions around the square, and I really wish that they would stay close by, but they don't. They all go separate ways. Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's nearly impossible. I've had so many attempts, and I know my strategy's good. Yeah, the spawns is random in this game. I don't have stun guns. But I've always got this voltage grid here. That can trap a ball. If a ball comes, you can run on behind it or get him coming the other way.
Be alert. I see a hider. Reloading. Found defenses.
You see what I've had to deal with there? Now, I haven't even activated this final fight yet. Yeah, you come here, you take out the horde just like I did there, and get set up. And if you're in that corner, if you're a slasher with a stun gun, those spots really eliminate the zombies well up there without taking damage. And if you have a stun gun, well, the balls won't trouble you at all.
Auto turret set! Lurker down!
You see, when you leave the area, those lurkers just spawn. And you see where you have to go for ammo. Sometimes if it's not here, it's in the middle, but a few tiers down. Now I'll stay here. There won't be lurkers here. Them bots there, they really take care of all the zombie horde there. You get some stragglers that comes from behind.
Take down the hazmat!
It's really not a problem. And there's the new zombie. Now I've got the shotgun for that zombie. You see, I restored the stun gun with killing that ball there.
You ain't my
Lone Shark perk, real great perk for slasher. If that's all you use stun guns for, is stunning balls. Normally I would use a chainsaw for hordes. Rather than stunning them, I would just get the chainsaw L2 and R2. I just keep my stuns for the balls, so Lone Shark really suits me. 50% chance. You see there, you don't take damage whenever you've got the chainsaw. If you're staying here, someone's always got to watch the back.
You are in my world now!
It's really not the bad. It's not that bad at the back.
The bully's dead! I thought I was Thanks. Reload! Is that it?
That refill there to my right. What's going to haunt me and give me nightmares, that insane mode where I've made it this far. You see, this really isn't that tough here. This playthrough, I'm really not struggling too bad. I'm really cruising through it. It was the same when I played Insane. I still had the 4 bots, right until I died. I just lost track of my stun guns. I didn't have the clip. I must my stun gun on the ball. And then when I went to stun him again, I didn't have any. And what makes things worse, I had that refill that I just showed you there. If I had been paying attention, I would have collected that refill. And I would have passed it on Insane. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep trying this mission. Eventually, I know I will pass it. But I'll be putting a warning on the video. Best to play co-op. Because you do need a serious amount of luck. You can't even have a strategy on the cargo area section. Because you don't know, they all spawn up the middle and climb up the pyramids, climb the walls. That's always the same. But there's 4 or 5 shutters there, and the 2 hordes of them comes out the shutters, and you just don't know which side. My experience, whenever I was at the far end of the cargo area and they spawned out the opposite shutter, it was always game over. The only 4 times that I passed it is while I was passing that shutter, they were coming out and I got the chainsaw and I just dealt with them easily. And then I turned and I knocked the pyramids down, activated the switch, and I got lucky again as I was passing another shutter. Out they came again. I really stumbled onto them. I really don't think you can have a strategy. Not when it's random spawns like that. But this part here, this mission. This is always the same.
Reloading.
This is super easy.
Fish in a barrel.
I may never pass it again. I may try another 50 attempts and just not do it. You see the damage that this new zombie takes. But I love that shotgun. Love the way that shotgun dealt with that new zombie. That sporting carbine, I was there forever trying to kill that zombie. This guy's saying he's got the room open. On the third swarm, he opens up a room. There's a few more defences behind me now. But I don't need no defences here. I was going for it there for ammo, but I seen the bots was low health and they're going to follow me, so I said I'll just take the chance. I want the bots staying here because they're really killing well here.
Hazmat suit coming in.
6 o'clock. Watch your back.
I can't get out! Take down the bull! Changing ammo!
I'm afraid to go past that canister. I want the ball to come a little bit closer because I know there's a lurker in behind there.
I'm hurt!
And that's what happened to me in Insane mode as well. Instead of just running up and stun the ball and kill them, I was thinking about lurkers. Yeah, it's getting a bit hairy at the end here now. I've lost 2 of my teammates, but they've revived one of them. Yeah, but the slasher's a beast. Getting that shield with 10 or 15 kills.
You ain't my world now!
I've got the perk as well that you take 50% less damage while performing melee attacks. Yeah, if you're watching this, you're probably saying that's not very hard mode because you can tell by the damage. I'm slasher and I've got the perk 50% less damage while performing melee attacks. If you look at my damage when I take a hit while I'm shooting, it's twice as much.
There's no more. It's over.
And that's it. It's passed real easy. Still a full team.
A form of full sweep of the ship. No mistakes.
2 stun guns with Lone Shark. I think I've killed
Passengers, we have
25 plus special zombies in this playthrough.
stay in your cabins.
And I still have 2 stun gun refills. Only collecting 2 refill,
My parents
2 or 3
died on ship
refills all
yesterday.
game.
They'll have arrived by now.
If you want to do this insane,
We'll be needing deeper
I recommend
security
Slasher
today
and Fixer
and when we return.
and stay together in that cargo area. In a corner, one facing one way, one facing the other way. If a horde comes out the shutter, mask with the Fixer and Slasher, eliminate them. And then quickly get back and knock the pyramid down. Don't have to kill them, just knock them down. Go and activate the switch. Rinse and repeat, back to the corner. Watch out for the other horde coming out the other shutter. Same thing again, mask, Slasher, eliminate. Get the second switch and go back to the pyramids climbing up. And I reckon you'll have no trouble passing that in Insane. That area there where I was fighting there, it's so easy, even in Insane. Only I made a stupid mistake.